Hey, it's Annaliese here. You've seen the title. This is my call out video for episode 5, which was the maple syrup photo shoot. Now, I was highly offended by this call out order. I just didn't really understand the judge's reasoning for stuff, but let's just say I fixed it. But before I go into it, you guys so know the drill by now. Please do subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, follow me on Instagram, and disclaimers, yeah. I said it in my last call out video and I'm gonna say it again. When it comes to photos, they're just so subjective. One person could like a photo and the other person could hate it. So it's all about opinions. I wanna keep it nice and positive in the comments below. Make sure you take my critiques with a pinch of salt. Also, every single girl in this competition is an absolutely amazing model. None of these pictures are gonna define them. Remember that. Now, the images from this shoot, I actually thought all of them were really strong. I only actually disliked 2 images. So out of nine photos, there was only 2 that I didn't like. It was 9 photos, right? Nah, it was 10 photos. Out of 10 photos, there were only 2 that I didn't like. So yeah, it was really hard to kind of put them in order. I did try my best not to be so biased. Like, I just want to put myself at best photo every week. I resisted the urge, don't worry. 10 beautiful girls stand before me, but I only have 9 photos in my hand. The name I will call is Best Photo. Ebony, obviously, I'm definitely just going to agree with the judges here. I think the movement in the shot is kind of magical. The way the syrup is dripping down her body and the twist and the turns, the hands being in the shot. Do you know how hard it is to get your hands in a photo and not have them look like mittens on your face? Like, it's very difficult. And I think her fingers just look so delicate. She definitely looks like she's in motion. And I just think it's a really exciting photo. Well done, Ebony. Runner-up for Best Photo, As Marie. I mean, the shot says it all, look at it. It is insane. I love the drips off the body, like the way it's kind of hanging, like they're kind of flying off of her, the tooch and the looking over the shoulder. I think her tattoos and her androgyny really add to this photo, and it just adds a kind of extra element. She was actually the girl who shot the fastest as well. I feel like I blinked as done her set and kind of came off. She was so nice to watch. It was genius, what can I say? The next name I'm going to call is Laura. Again, another brilliant shot from Laura. I think the judges were right when they kind of said that this is the softest we've seen her. There's like a vulnerability that is definitely quite endearing. Look how long her body looks. The braid around the face. Remember I said that sometimes it's about the hair as well. I really like the hair in this photo. I don't even mind the no neck syndrome because of this cute shoulder, and it's doing something cute on this lip. Only little bit of critique. The inner arm stub looks a bit funny, right? Like maybe a nice hand on there would have looked nice. I don't know, it's still a great image. I'm just picking it apart now. Also, Laura was feeling really sad on the day, and so I think the fact that she pulled out such an amazing shot is really impressive. I tried my best to make her feel better.
She's messing up all their hard work, love.
I know.
What are you doing?
This is where it started to get difficult, and I went with Sophie. I think Sophie can do a lot better, but I think when you compare them to the other images, I think this is the stronger one. I like her face. I think her eyes, smizing, they're kind of piercing into your soul. I think she could have done a little bit more, maybe a little bit more quirky, like maybe a head tilt. But I do like how awkward that kind of hanging arm is. It's a bit weird, but I'm kind of into it. Yeah, I think this was an okay shot from Sophie. And overall, I think it was stronger than the girl I'm gonna name next, which is Kyle. Okay, so this photo for me is really all about her face. I actually think it would work better as a close-up because the eyes are just so intense. However, if it was a close-up, you wouldn't see that insane waistline. Like, how crazy is that? I do agree with Nigel Barker though. He said that the hand looked like it had been there for a few too many frames. Like it didn't have any energy. Like instead of being like, huh, just here, it was more like, here, just here. Make sense? Actually, something that I forgot to put in my maple syrup elimination reaction video was that Kyle was pretty insensitive to Ashley when she was missing her kids. I think she said something along the lines of like, you know, if you leave your kids, you leave your kids. I was like, oh, I bet you any money Kyle does not feel that way anymore. She's actually got 2 kids, and when I mean they are beautiful, like they've got a model for sure, got to. Now this is where I'm going to be super fair, not biased at all, and call myself next. I gotta say, I was really shocked that I was in the bottom 3 for this photo. Not the best of the bunch, but I definitely don't think it deserved bottom 3. I believe I moved myself up 2 places, so now I'm 6th instead of 8th, which I think makes sense. Thank you very much. I would say that I think my pose is one of the more dynamic out of the bunch. I think the animal thing is something that we haven't seen before. I'm doing my angry face, which kind of reminds me from the Lowrider Nigel Barker photo shoot. But can I just say, it's not the same face, it's just similar to. Yeah, I do think that there's something going on with this shoot. If I was gonna be picky, which I should be, and non-biased, it'd be nice if it was a little bit sexier. Hasn't got much sex appeal, right? My body's a bit straight, so maybe if you saw some more curves in there. Yeah? The next 2 images were equally awesome to me, but for totally different reasons. And I went with Simone. It's an amazing shot. Let me explain, because I understand that she is quite far down the line. Let's first talk about how great the photo is. I think her body looks amazing. The shape that she's making, the proportions of her body are just insane. Her face, it is one of the best facial photos of the group. I feel like it's alive, there is an energy, but I'm calling it all the way down here because of this. Tyra took into consideration that Sophie booked so many jobs at Toronto Fashion Week, and that kind of brought her up the call-out list. I don't feel like they took into consideration that Simone didn't book anything at Toronto Fashion Week. That is the reason that I've moved her photo down. In my last call-out video, I kind of explained that once like no photo particularly stands out to me in any way, I then go by the challenges and then previous photos. That is the only reason that Simone is at this level. I think Tyra called her 4th, right? Yeah, she looks amazing and the photo's great. I'm not going to take that away from her. The next name I'm going to call is Catherine. Now for me, I actually found this image really hard to compare against the other photos, just because this one was a close-up, whereas everyone else's was some type of mid-shot, so you can kind of look at their body pose to kind of help you decide. However, the shot is stunning. I think she is saying so much with her eyes. There's an intense look. She is smizing through the maple syrup. I actually kind of want to know why she's got maple syrup on her face. Like, that's how intriguing I find this shot. I would say the only reason that Kat is all the way down here is because she didn't book any jobs. She also was quite disheveled at elimination, like maybe her mind wasn't right in the game, which Kelly kind of suggested. But it is a dreamy, dreamy shot. And I think that if we all had close-ups, or like our final image was a close-up shot, then I think I would have put Kat higher. So the bottom 2 are the only 2 images that I didn't like. I'm not gonna say that they were horrific, I just weren't really feeling them. So, can Annaliese and Ashley please step forward? I only have 2 photos in my hand, and the name of the girl that I do not call will immediately have to go to our house here in LA, pack her bags and go home. Annaliese. I mean, Annaliese had to get saved. She's got far too much potential to be going home right now. But this shot just bores me. There is no creativity. There is no excitement. Is this a pose? I don't know what this is. This hand on the hip, it just looks placed instead of like there for a reason. I don't know. If I was gonna say a positive, I think that her skin looks yummy. I kind of want to lick it. I just want to see more from her, more in the eyes, more something. Like, I'm just a bit bored, Alicia. So that means I agreed with the judges, and I also would have sent Ashley home. I mean, we all know Ashley can do a lot better than this photo. I agree with Kelly for once, who said that she looks like the leader of an elf tribe or something. That was one of the only comments that I've ever actually understood from Kelly. She looks sad and vulnerable, and it's just a little bit sad and vulnerable to like watch, to like look at. You feel, yeah, like I don't know what product you would sell with this image. Not that I know what you'd be selling with the others, but more so this one. I think that this shot was significantly worse than the others. So let's summarise my call-out order. Best photo, Ebony. Runner-up, Asmarie. Laura. Sophie. Kyle. Me. Simone. Catherine. Alicia. Ashley. There we go. I feel like I've righted some wrongs. Feel free to let me know your call out order down below, and feel free to put me at the top of your list. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, follow me on Instagram, and if you are ever looking for some escapism, I've fully got you covered with lots and lots of content now, whether that's outfit check styling videos or my ANTM recap videos. Thanks again. See you soon.